Alright everybody, and we're back with more SNKRX or SNKRX. Last run was terrible. I did a really bad job, no way around it. But I think I know what I did wrong. What I did wrong was I ran into the enemy too many times. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy one of these little warrior dudes, and we're gonna try to build a warrior combat strong defense. The best defense is a good offense, but also have a good offense. What? We're gonna take the melee classes. We're gonna see if that's more up my alley, if that fits my natural playstyle a little bit better. There you go. Easiest game in the world. You're in the clear. Now, oh, look at that. They have gifted us with another swordsman. And I think I was a bit too spend hungry. I would, as soon as I reached 25, I would spend down, or as soon as I reached over 25, I would spend down, and I don't think that's how you're supposed to do it. I think the goal is to stay above 25 gold to ensure you have that maximum interest every round. I do love the variety of classes that exist in the game. There's I just decided I'm gonna be melee. There's these range classes, there's the void classes, there's just a lot of really interesting mechanics at play. We're definitely gonna take the Juggernaut. I know I said we're gonna save gold, but it's a level 3 hero. It's a Forcer, which pushes everybody away. It's also another warrior, so we get a little synergy going there. And you know what? Maybe we should prioritize getting like the level 6 here. Or we should prioritize getting a lot of warriors because there's synergies up to having 6 of them. So we should try to make sure that every member that we add to our party is at least partially warrior. Like Forcer, it only goes up to tier 4. So it's less important that every party member has that. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's go on. So let's see how this knockback works. I don't know if the enemies take extra damage when they get pushed into a wall. Oh my god. But you know what? It does feel good to see them get knocked away like I'm freaking Superman. Speaking of Superman, I recently, and by recently I mean like 3 weeks ago at this point, I watched that show on Amazon, Invincible. Oh my god. I know that the show The Boys did something similar. I have no idea when that show came out. Did something similar with the whole what if superpowers were real? Sorry, I had to think as I threaded the needle there. I know The Boys did something similar with the whole superpowers in the real world, like this is the grave consequences of them, as opposed to a Marvel movie where, you know, most people with superpowers are altruistic. Hold on. Projectiles, arrows fired. No. Enemies move 20% slower. Sounds great. None of you are fighters or warriors, so we skip. Let's start saving that gold. Invincible also did a very cool job of, I'm gonna try not to spoil it because it is a new show, of what happens, some of the very real consequences of being in a world with superpowered people. If you haven't watched it, you should. And if you don't like it, then sorry. It's free if you have Amazon Prime. So most people who watch YouTube videos about video games have Amazon Prime. So check it out if you have time. Back to the game though. Swordsman, very nice, that's now level 2. And Barbarian, it's a warrior, it's also a cursor. What do? It deals AoE and stuns nearby enemies hit for 4 seconds. Sounds great. So we have our first warrior synergy, which means all allied warriors have extra defense. So I get there's less of a penalty for me running into people. Sick. We're gonna have a nice monochromatic snake here too. Yeah. So I will say Invincible is graphic, and by graphic I mean a American media is gonna, if you're American and you're watching it, you're like, you know, it's pretty bad, but I also watch UFC fights, so it can't be that bad. But like to the rest of the world, or any person who's not desensitized to violence, like some of the more, I was gonna say degenerate amongst us, it can be a little startling. Maybe don't watch it at night. But it's a good show, trust me. It's not just because like dude fight and punch bad guy, but because, you know, it's got nice characters in it. All right, now we're up to the elite. How do I feel about this so far? Well, the last round finished so quickly that I didn't get to start a new train of thought, so that's good news. And with this defense bonus, enemies just bounce off me, especially those charging ones. They just bounce off me, and it doesn't, and I suffer no ill consequence. So that's neat. I should, if possible, see if I can increase the AoE effect size, because I do have to get really close to this elite to do any damage to him. And that's unfortunate because he is slow and surrounds himself with many little minions. What if I just ran into him? Let's go. New strategy, simply be bad. Alright, now if there's a warrior healer class in the game, that'd be sick. Intimidation, enemies have less health, sounds good. Hitting walls grants a 25% movement speed buff to your snake for 1 second. I don't really want to go faster. I do hit the wall a lot, but I don't need to go faster. All knives thrown, doesn't matter. So they spawn with less health. Sounds great. We are above 25 gold. We didn't suffer in the last round. We're approaching a level where we might start suffering, but we hold. All right, we're gonna hold for a while, then we're gonna explode. Maybe at this level we'll explode until we're back down to 25 gold. I don't know. Oh, they spin in a circle because the barbarian disorients them. That's sick. I do love when multiple powers proc at once, so that every enemy in the wave gets just annihilated. Get him while he's spinning. Or just corral them, just bump into everybody and corral them into one spot. That's so good. What else have I been watching? Freaking nothing. I've been rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender because, you know, it's a series I haven't watched at least 4 times already. Yo, I'm so born in the right generation for that show, because if you haven't seen it, Avatar is like really good, despite being a kid's show. Now, 40 gold. I think it's time to start spending. We didn't lose any units, but our units were a bit lower on health than I would have liked. Our shop is tier 2. Let's reroll only a little bit. Let's see what we got here. I see no sword. I re-roll. There is a swordsman, so I'll take you. We'll re-roll one more time. I don't want the vagrant. He just seems lame. He's also tier 1. What is this? Conjurer? Summon damage and duration, cursor. You're a cursor, right? The barbarian? Let's see, is there any synergy here that would be worth getting? What do? Curses 6 nearby enemies. They will create a small void rifts on death. No. Okay, reroll. I know I said one more, but we'll re-roll 2 more times. There's 1. I see nothing worth taking. 2. There's a swordsman, not great. What does the gambler do? Deal 2x damage to a single random enemy, where x is how much gold you have. Potentially very cool. However, I'm sticking to my class. Get me out of here. I don't know what causes the shop to gain experience beyond just feeding it money. Because I noticed that we have a level 2 shop, yet we never invested any coins into it. Maybe it's just a number of waves completed does that? I don't know. The UI is very minimal. I mean, there's a lot on screen, there's a lot going on, but it kind of keeps you in the dark about some things intentionally. just to simplify the whole game. I mean, like I said, $3, really lightweight, took seconds to install. Could probably play a mobile version of this game if you wanted to. You'd probably get a little annoyed at how unresponsive touch phone controls are for a game of Snake like this, because nobody has physical buttons on their phone anymore besides the volume rocker and power button. What else has been going on? Oh yeah, Avatar. That show is still good, and I know a lot of it is nostalgia. See, like this got experience. I don't know why. We could spend 15 gold to get you to the next tier, and you know what? Done. All right, and then we hold. I know a lot of it is nostalgia, but the music in Avatar makes me tear up on a regular basis. I'm just like, this 12-year-old boy is going through so much, and his friends are going through so much to save the world. What a hero. It's like, I'm also like a Marvel sucker. I haven't watched any of the stuff on Disney Plus, but I did watch all the movies in theaters. And like when you hear that ba 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 ba, like I get chills because I'm a sucker, and Disney/Marvel has my number. You know, they know this is exactly what you got to do to get make this man feel emotion for the first time in 12 years. It's really good. Avatar does the same thing to me. It fills me with like anime levels of hope and melodrama, but it feels good, and I just sometimes like to wallow in things that make me feel things. So if you like to wallow in things that make you feel things, but are also like, I don't want to cry or watch something that goes on for too long, you should watch Avatar again. Orbo or Snake. Rotating around yourself to the right makes units release projectiles. We don't have any projectile units, so useless. Ballista, no rangers, no rogues. Curse duration, we do have a cursor in the form of the barbarian. His curse, which disorients enemies, is not the best. Do I want to spend 10 on a reroll? Sure. All knives thrown by rogues chain. Nope. Fired by rangers. Nope. Taking damage also shares that across all enemies at 25% its value. Heck yeah, dude. We tankin'. We're a full-on berserker class now. Like, as a whole party. How are we doing? Let's reroll twice. One, barbarian. Love to see it. Plague Doctor. Nuker. Voider. No thank you. Here's our second reroll. Oh, barbarian. Thanks for joining. And I think we are good here. Wait a minute, you're a healer. Okay. What is it you do? Carves a statue that periodically heals one unit for 20% max HP if in range. What the frick? No. Thank you for the offer, but no thank you. Alright. I think I'm just gonna chill with my 3-person snake for a bit. Save my money for later endeavors. So if you saw those guys spin in the corner, don't stand on their spawn. It's very foolish. What did the blue ones do? Because the reds are like normal, right? The blue ones explode, it looks like. Because I know the green ones charge you, or is that the orange ones? I actually don't know, I lied. Yeah, the orange ones charge up to white and then charge you, which is why you gotta keep a little pocket of enemies between you and them. But yeah, this melee party is, surprise, very nice. So all I can imagine is like a snake with arms, but like 3 sets of them, and each set of arms is just holding a sword, because we're all a bunch of fighters. Alright, that's what your mental image homework is for today, is just imagine what this looks like if this was a snake. And each segment, snakes don't come in segments, that's freaking centipedes, dude. Don't think about centipedes, they're less cool than snakes. 48 gold, let's go ahead and re-roll. Outlaw, what the heck is this? Throws a fan of 5 knives. Do I want to add rogues into this nonsense? Well, not really, I'm gonna be honest. If only because it's not AoE, and these guys are all AoE. And rogues look like they do best with a lot of rogues, and there's not a lot of room to add a lot of rogues. So fighter, healer is what I'm looking for. Don't give me the freaking outlaw again, you jerk. Healer, psyker. All damage taken is stored up to 50% max HP and distributed as healing to all allies. You know what? I'll take it because we do take a lot of damage. Let's go again. Okay, so we want warriors for certain. None of you are warriors. I reroll. Oh, let's go. Okay, what does a squire do? First, buy the barbarian. No thoughts. What does the squire do? Plus 20% damage and defense to all allies. Yeah, absolutely. What is it you do? It doesn't matter. You're not a warrior. You reroll. None of you exist in our party already. We reroll. One more time. One more time. All right, we have. Oh, hold on. I almost missed you. Throws multiple blades that deal 11 AoE damage. There you go. We did go below 25, but I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Okay. So you're a booster. You're a booster. You deal AoE damage. You deal AoE damage. You know what? What if we put the... Throw multiple blades. What if we put the Juggernaut at our tail so that enemies can't pursue us, and then move the blade up to the front to throw knives at people in front of us? Because this one will just do AoE. This one will throw blades out to clear a path. This will stun enemies just around us in general. This is a booster, it heals us. This one is a booster, it defends us and boosts our damage. Yeah, and this one knocks enemies away. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's go. I feel very good about this party. I think part of my issue last time was that I invested way too much money into the store. And like I said before, I spent money too early. Didn't let myself get that nice interest bonus. Oh my god. Did you see the speed that he was? Oh my god, what's happening? I think we got hurt and then that damage got distributed to everybody. Yeah, that's pretty freaking sick. I'm really digging this all yellow build. The little white little bit of our noodle here is kind of ruining the vibe, but it's okay. We allow a modicum of diversity. Oh, get away from the spawner, dude. What's happening? I temporarily lost control. It's alright though, because we just bump into everybody. Okay. Do we want the Vagrant now? Shoots a projectile that deals... No, I don't see the word AoE, I skip. I don't see a sword, I skip. Squire, we take. I reroll one more time. Okay, let's go. Because we're doing alright. We don't need to stress too much about optimizing or improving our party right now. Okay, I'm stronger than I was the last time I fought an elite. Oh, we lost our healer, so that's bad. However, and I think that's our healer unit. However, we're pretty good at crowd control, even without them. And I don't worry about our durability too much. Oh, maybe I should. Maybe I should. Please don't lose this one, alright? I big snake and I push all the smaller noodles away. Just hit them with something, dude. I should see about when I get one of those perks or items. I think those are items. When I get one of those items, a attack speed increase would be huge. Or if I'm looking for another unit, a unit that increases our attack speed would be huge. Hitting walls grants movement speed? No. 100% damage for projectiles. Machine arrow fired by rangers? No. Reroll. Extra knockback. Wall rider, you don't come back. All warriors gain +5 defense every 5 seconds. Yeah. Increase my defense. And they're all warriors, my guy. It's perfect. Squire. Thank you. Now you are just better? Maybe you're just sturdier now? That's fine. Reroll once, reroll twice, reroll a third time, we out. We did struggle with that last one a little bit, but it's just because staying close to the elite is hard. I think we do just fine on these minion waves. Kind of this whip around, and you do have to approach the enemy though, come on. It is bothersome that sometimes the enemy will bounce off a wall straight into me. But we do get an increase in defense every couple seconds. So hey, turret, you need to not do whatever it is that you do. Are there any special units on the field? No, then just chill. Alright? Just vibe for a bit. You know that eventually one of your powers is going to fill up and it's going to absolutely ruin this guy's day. Yeah. Yeah, no special units on the field? Well, one special unit on the field? Blast him. You know what? Charge me. I am the one who charges, my guy. I wonder if there's a cap to how defensively strong you can get, because you could kind of like just drag out a fight for a long time. We didn't suffer here, so let's just keep going. You can drag out a fight for a long time and have your defense scale stupid high so that on the later rounds you won't suffer. Like I can just evade this guy for a while if I wanted to. My defense would get way strong. I wonder if there's a cap or like a minimum damage you can take. Like even if you have, I'm just gonna throw out an arbitrary number, like 10,000 defense, the enemy attacks have a minimum damage value of like 1, so you'll never be completely invulnerable, just effectively. No idea, and I'm never gonna look it up. As a matter of fact, once I'm done recording this video, I'm probably gonna forget I ever said that. But food for thought. So, what does the green guy do? He charges. What does the purple guy do? Creates minions, I think. Green guy, he do be charging, so we'll simply charge him first. No, that's not how that works. Destroy the reds that are around the green guy. That way he has nobody to summon to his defense once he gets killed. Or just run into everybody. That, you know, if it works, it works. Kill the reds first. Blast him. Blast, thank you. And then finish off, hit him with a dizzy spell. And then snake Ouroboros on their bodies. Nothing that we want here, but you know what? Level 15 is where we died last time, so let's spend a little bit and start re-rolling. Do we want to level up the shop? It would cost 10 gold. Tier 1, Tier 4, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 2. Okay. This is going to give us a lot of more Tier 3s and a lot fewer Tier 1s. How many? Who's Tier 1 again? Nobody? You. You know what? It's not a huge loss if you never reach level 3. Swordsman damage is doubled. Never mind, that would be a huge loss. But you know what would be a bigger loss? If the rest of the party never reaches their higher levels. So we will spend, we're at Tier 4 now, the shop will give predominantly Tier 3 items or heroes, and we reroll. I am still looking for another warrior to round out our party. Juggernaut, thank you. We reroll. Highlander. Oh, a warrior that we don't have and just straight up does a ton of damage. Yeah. So now we're capped out because 7 is the max. And now we just gotta look for the little dots. Little dots next to the number. Like here, Psykeeper, thank you. Squire, welcome. Blade we take. Psykeeper we take, and that levels you up. So you probably just have more health. What happens when you reach level 3? Also redistributes damage taken as damage to all enemies at double value. Let's freaking go. It's a stronger version of Crucio. So if we get hit, everybody's gonna freaking suffer, dude. Okay, little downside about our monochrome party. We have no other synergies. None of the other classes reach their potential because we focus so hard on warrior. Unfortunate, but you know what? If we live, we'll just have a bunch of buff dudes running around in this snake. And you know what? It feels like we're gonna do just fine. Because as soon as they spawn, they do get melted. What do the white ones do? They're the turret! Pop them. Just get in there, destroy them as soon as possible, run into them if you have to. The turrets are absolutely terrible. I recognize you from my last playthrough. When I wasn't running into enemies, it was you guys who were popping my snakes. Okay, we are taking a bit of damage, but just on our front snake, it's not that bad. Any turrets in there? No? Yes? At the very back. I'll get you. Don't you worry. I'm gonna get... Don't! I see you focusing on me. And then we charge straight in. Freaking... I'm the best. Alright. So we bully for a bit. Hunt down the turrets. We lost one. We lost the one in front. It's alright. You would have wanted it this way. Go out and... a glorious headlong charge. He's a warrior. It's what he does. Please attack. Thank you. The wave's not done, huh? It's alright. Just a little bop. A little bop. A bit of sloppy play. We did run into a lot of enemies, but we're okay. Plus 5 damage to all allies whenever an enchanter is hit. I don't think we have enchanters, and I'm too afraid to think about it too much. 20% chance to create 3 secondary AoEs on AoE hit. We're almost all AoE, so that sounds fantastic. It's just waves upon waves of AoE effects. We'll spend down to 25. Highlander, welcome to the party. Juggernaut, welcome to tier 2. Or am I just assuming you do more damage now? Squire, what's up? And one more time, nothing here, we go on. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what other party constructions allow you to do in this game, because you can already tell. Last time, I don't even know what was up. I don't know what the focus of the group was. I'm pretty sure we were all like long range or something, just like stay away and do weird stuff. But here, we can straight up run into the enemy. You don't want to do it all the time because of the damage you take, but it's AoE explosions. And look, that's our echo barrage, just popping off multiple times. It's a very different style of play than previously. I know I saw the keyword critter show up a lot, so maybe you can have like a minion build where your snake just creates smaller snakes or something. I'm excited for the potential variety that this very seemingly simple game has to offer. And you know what? I'm excited for what Echo Barrage is going to do to the elite, because that's a lot of damage in one area, which is exactly what we need. Just like this swordsman. Spend down to 25 if you don't mind. Blade, welcome to level 2. I don't know why I hover over. It's not like I remember what the numbers are or were beforehand. Just keep on. What are you? Why are you yellow? Because you're a forcer? Forcers are also yellow, I guess. Well, it creates a force field around a random unit that prevents enemies from entering. Whatever. Alright. Move on. I really would love to see some of the tier 3 abilities from our group come to pass. However, I recognize that the groups we get, we are very limited in controlling what shows up beyond manipulating shop level a little bit. And even then, we are kind of, we're already there. We're already there. So I wonder what's the best pattern here. Is it going to be a little like snake back and forth in front of the enemy? Is this the best thing to do? Should I get the one of those Ouroboros items? Oh, dude, this feels like it's okay. The enemies just come towards me. Wait, have I been playing this character wrong? This build wrong the whole time? Just Ouroboros the whole time? Let the enemies come to you. This distributes the damage across all units pretty evenly. Am I a genius? As long as I'm not sitting on their spawn, am I gonna be okay? Go ahead, spend. Spend. Squire. Thank you. Spend blade. Thank you. And we go. Yeah, this feels good. What if we Ouroboros? Oh, don't do that. Okay, that's gonna be your death. Don't be stupid around the elite. You just threw away like half of your snake's health across all members, you know, so that they all die together. That seems extremely dumb. Also, Echo, don't rub your snake, phrasing, don't let your snake glide along. That's still not better. Don't caress your snake along the little bean's body. Alright. Now it's obvious that what you're trying to do here. I don't know what you mean. I'm simply... Stop, dude. And by dude, I mean me. Get your little pod buddies away from me. Alright? Get popped so I can fight the waves like normal. Alright, so that was a good test. We now know that Ouroboros technique without the actual Ouroboros item does not work against bosses. Unless rotating around yourself to the left grants plus 25 defense to all units. Extra critter health, we don't have critters. We don't have an enchanter. Yeah, let's rotate left for extra defense. Maybe that's how we deal with regular waves. Psykeeper, thank you. And then Psykeeper, thank you. Juggernaut, thank you. That's how we deal with regular waves, and then against elites we actually use real strategy. Alright, we stop here. Stay above 25. Okay, so rotate to the left. Here, Ouroboros technique activated. I am too strong, you cannot hurt me. I'm just gonna hold left the entire time, and it killed somebody. Alright, disregard, abandon ship. What are these yellow things? What do you do? The orange ones charge, they turn white and then they charge. I know that. Red ones are neutral. You killed my medic, so I'm very concerned. You killed my medic early on in this wave, actually. So, please never do that again. Okay. And then, because I'm lazy, we just do this for a bit. Alright. Maybe... Yeah, what is this? What does the yellow one do? They keep getting disoriented, so I can't figure it out. I didn't say what you thought I said, by the way. I said figure, but I bit my lip when I said it, so it came out weird. God, this heat wave is melting my brain. What do you think is the hottest temperature you could be in for 24 hours? Okay, is there a way, hold on, let me phrase this perfectly so I don't sound like a complete idiot. Is there a way for your, hold on. Is there a temperature you can be in where your brain proteins don't break down, but you still die? Like, okay, assuming you had infinite water, right? What is the maximum temperature? Okay, can you... Alright, I figured out exactly what I want to say. So, the reason that high temperature kills people and like fevers are bad is because your brain, the proteins that make up your brain start breaking down, right? It's just brain death. That's, you know, that's usually how people die in general is, sorry if it's too morbid for you, is your brain just stops working. And without your brain working, then the rest of your body is like, well, boss is gone, time to quit. Sorry, that's incredibly morbid. But yeah, that's how people usually die. It's just brain, something's wrong, brain just gives up the ghost, and everything else follows suit. So is there a temperature where your brain doesn't reach that protein decay level heat, but you still just your body decides to just not live anymore? Probably not, right? Because hold on, let me think about it. Fevers over... I'm not a medical professional, obviously. Like, what? You know, obviously I'm too stupid to be a medical professional. Not because of my dumb questions, but because I choose to play the same video game for hundreds of hours for an audience of 50 people. That's not stupid. That's me and 50 people. We homies. Thank you for watching Grifflands, guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so is there a temperature where your brain doesn't give up, but your body does? Assuming you had infinite water. It took me that entire level to get those words to come out of my mouth, but that's what I want to ask. Could I Google it? Probably. But I'm not going to, because like all things, I'm just going to forget I ever asked that question once this video is out. We're on level 21, by the way, which I didn't expect to get to, considering how poorly we did last time and how just weird this run is, and I've lost a unit already. Those charging ones are a real... Okay. Please stop. Ouroboros. Ouroboros. If the charging ones are approaching, just start spinning. Alright. There's 10 freaking waves here, dude. Oh my word. Okay. Ouroboros. Wait for them to charge up. Ouroboros. It still killed him. Okay. That is not the move. There's only 3 of us 7 snakes remaining. There's a lot of chargers, dude. I need you guys to go away. There's 2 of us left. Alright, so let me just go ahead and let you know right now, there is no way that we all make it through unless... Make him dizzy? Hit him! Oh, not me, you piece of garbage. What even is this unit? I don't know what it is you do. You're just like a regular... Are you the knockback one? Bro, I'm dead. Thread the needle. Just bait them forever? Oh my god. There's no way. There's 4 more waves of this. I'm so dead. Just make them suffer along the way. Let them... Make sure their ancestors, their descendants, their prodigy know your name. I died. Alright, well, thanks for listening, everybody. Please excuse that part near the end there where I rambled on about dying for what felt like 5 minutes. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time, maybe. Alright, bye.